Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's me, Crendor, and welcome back to another episode of Touring Azeroth, or as I'm kind of renaming it, Things You Might Have Missed in Insert Zone Title here. So I was thinking, I was like, this is kind of like me finding pointless top 10 stuff, so it kind of, it's pretty fitting to be talking about things that you might have missed. It's a little, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little more clickbaity, but it's true. You might have missed some things in some of these zones, so that's kind of what I've changed the title to. But today we're doing Mulgore, specifically retail Mulgore, because I've been through classic Mulgore so many times that I probably know that off the back of my hand. But I'm curious about retail Mulgore, because I've only done this a few times, and I'm like, well, let's see what's changed, because I know what old Mulgore is like, so we'll go around new Mulgore. Well, new, right? This thing's like probably older than old Mulgore at this point. So right now, we are up top here. We don't have a target, and we're at the Red Rock. You got this big rock over here. You can see. That's kind of neat. And you got this little cave here as well. And if you go into this cave, it leads you. Actually, where does it lead you? I don't even know where we're going. Oh, it looks like it goes this way. Let me just go ahead and jump over here. I'll make it more aesthetically pleasing, hiding my UI for most of the time. I try to do that, but sometimes I gotta have that UI up. Doesn't look like there's anything really here. What is this place? Why is this here? It's like some random cave. Honestly, that's pretty cool. I always love finding just a really random cave. The thing about it is, though, there are some caves. There's actually quite a few caves that have this same layout, I believe, so I don't know why they just ended it. Maybe this is for a quest or something. A lot of times when I see these and there's nothing in it, I always just assume it's for a quest. But you never know. They might have just added it in just to add it in. This little area here. All right. Get me out of here. Pretty neat. Okay, then... Oh. Let's keep alternating between the two. Let's see. What do we got here? So we got all this. I actually talked about these buffalo rocks in a pointless top 10. I believe it was weird things or something. Pretty interesting. Or odd things. Oh, no, it was one of those. Let's go this way. I already know people are going to be like, did you find the critters up in the mountain? Yes, I've found the critters so many times. Although, look at this. We've got the venture lackeys all the way up here camping out. That's actually a pretty cool one. And then they got some treasure here, and we got Verd Twicewindle. Hey, you look like a smart young rube. How would you like to find yourself in some fine leathers? Nah, I think I'm good. Why are they up here? How did they get? They like came up here, got stranded or something? I don't know. I guess, can you get here from Stone Talon? Like, can you get up here from this side of the mountain? I don't think you can. Or no, wait, this is the Barrens. Never mind. What's that? Stone Talon's right here. It's kind of like a three-way crossing. I was going to do a pointless top 10 just... uninhabitable land, or like just big empty areas, you know what I mean? Just like these types of areas where it's just a vast big space of nothing just here. I thought that would be cool, because there's quite a few of them. I've already put a few down in a pointless top 10 list, so that's kind of one idea I've got going. Let me know if you know of any big empty spaces. Listen, that's why I started pointless top 10, right? Because, oh yeah, we got this area. This is actually pretty sad. There's all the Quillbore around here. Is because, we're making top 10 lists out of not pointless things, even though I do say it in the video. I always say the lists themselves are what's pointless, is kind of the vibe I was going for. But in the intro, I say making pointless lists, or lists out of pointless things, but I don't actually mean that. But I guess, some of the things can be pointless. This would definitely be one of the pointless things. But it's, you know, it's one of the things where I try to make lists that are kind of unique, things that other people wouldn't really do. Right? Most other YouTubers aren't going to make a list about vacant spaces in between zones. You know what I mean? So, yo, a bird's up here. What the heck? Oh, he just started hovering away. Like he was going home. He's like going back to space like E.T. He's phoning home. Wait, he's just floating here? Kalimdor Eagle. Give him room, give him room. Let him cook. Okay. Is he just gonna like fly around this specific area and then land on it again? I think he is. Oh, he's doing it. Look at that. The plane has landed. This is why I make these videos, to find these unbelievable things. All right. We know he's there. He loves that spot. That's his home. What else we got here up in the mountains? Oh, this is some good stuff right here. Look at this. That's some good random land. Oh, this is where the critters are that everybody's like, the critters. Here they are. See? Going around, and then they occasionally will pull out their weapons and knives. And then this little area goes to Desolus. So there's so many different zones joined together up here. But yeah, this is where you find the critters up on the Stone Talon Pass area. Okay. Then, oh wait, what do we got down here? This is the Grim Totem. Oh, the Grim Totem are here. I see. We got anything crazy? We've got Plane Striders hanging. We've got burning buildings. Oh, is this good? Oh, this leads all the way up to the critter area. Okay. Maybe that's how the Ventrico people got over there. I have no idea. They were like, we gotta see the critters with weapons. And they got chased over there. And then they just couldn't find their way back. And the only way back is the critters with weapons. It's canon. It's lore accurate. Okay, we got buzzards. Got this down tree over here. Got this little path area. I think a lot of this is pretty similar. Yeah, it's just kind of harpies and harpies. Harpies. I do have to make a pointless top 10 harpies as well. Also, this was the thing that confused me the most when I put this in a pointless top 10. I was like, what kind of alien creature is that? I don't know. Okay. I did want to check that little camp there, the Wild Main Water Well. Should probably loop back around. Let's see. And up here, just more land. Like, dude, there is so much land that is like this. It's just empty between zones. And this is where the... Oh, there's more harpies. Was I think? Oh, this is... I was thinking of the Baldoon dig site. Yo, Dark Moon Fair. I do love that the Dark Moon Fair just chills out here, waiting to be set up again.
Hello.
Fair's a coming.
Good luck, friend.
Actually, when is it? Oh yeah, I think it's
I've seen you around here before.
next weekend, as of the recording of this.
You need something?
They all just say fair's a coming. Is he actually hitting it? He's not too accurate. Oh, won't be long now until the Dark Moon Fair opens. Come back later and check to see if we're done. Okay. That guy's actually pretty accurate. I'm going to rate the accuracy of these. She is way off. What is she hammering? She's hammering the air. And then the greeter setup sure is hard work.
Keep your ear to the ground.
She's not even doing anything. She's just drinking over here. She's doing the least on everybody. Okay, let's cut back. I did put these elevators in Pointless Top 10 Elevators, another classic. And this week we're doing Pointless Top 10 Water Wheels. I'm sure everybody was expecting Top 10 Water Wheels, but, you know, now we're doing it. There's definitely... There's got to be some guy out there who's like, please do Water Wheels, please! Some Kodo Bones. Oh, we got the Thunderbluff Rain. It's always weird because Thunderbluff and Mulgore have separate weather. So it's raining at one and you walk out and it like stops raining. I guess it's higher up. That kind of checks out. I guess maybe, I don't know. Let's see. This is definitely not in classic WoW. This is only in retail WoW. Lorekeeper Rain Totem. Only the most valiant and honorable amongst the tribe can earn the honor of being laid to rest at Red Rocks.
We shall meet again.
And Scorn White Cloud. I feel like I've seen him before. And, actually, I think I've seen a few of these guys before. Pat Kodo. From Classic WoW, I mean, I don't know if they moved up here. Oh, maybe they were in the starting zone and they moved up here. That might actually be what it is. I did want to do a pointless top 10 animals with jobs. Pat Kodos would be on that. A lot of good ones. I did do a top 10 Kodos as well. I've been keeping an eye out for animals with jobs, but honestly, there's some of them are just animals that are just doing things. They don't really have a job per se. Okay. We've been there. We checked the Red Rock mine or Venture Co mines. I guess these are kind of in between. It kind of is the Red Rock mines. Let's see, they got a bunch of like medical supplies out here. They got like 10. Oh, I think it's their little lumber camp. This guy's just walking around. I don't want to go in this cave. I have so many bad memories going in that cave from classic hardcore. People died in there. People died in there. Let's see. They got these cool metal plates. This big thing. They're just mining away. I don't even think I've seen some of these machines. In WoW, that is. Well, maybe not in real life either. Let's see. We got Twiswick Sprocket Grind.
What's up? Keep it real.
Okay. Let's see. Who else got around? Yeah, the mine is just a big ass mine. I know what's in there. Maybe if I'm doing a top 10 mines, then I'll start checking all the mines, but that's one of the places I'm like, we don't have to go in there. See, again, there will be somebody who's like, the Venture Gold mine is my favorite. Although this is a really cool part where the mine kind of exits out. You can see the railings fall off like you're on the mine track, and it's like, whoa! Then you fly out here. What's in the treasure? I'm going to take the 7 copper. I'll leave the rest. All right, away we go. That is really cool, though. I love that type of little exit entrance type thing. Then there's the actual entrance. Got more rocks. Wait, is that Venture Co mine the camp? I believe it is. Right? Yes. Okay. Nothing crazy there. Just a camp. I always thought this gate was really cool that they put up. Was there anything up here? No. Yeah, I thought this gate was cool. Let's see what we got. There's this camp. Nobody here. And yeah, look at this. Got these steps with the totem poles holding it up. And then up here, big gates. We got a bunch of these like tails and feathers and stuff. Some wind chimes, although not really moving. It's fine. We got some spears stuck in the wall, some burned tents, some destroyed totem lantern things. This thing is really cool. The gate entrance. I don't know what you'd call this, like ornament on the gate. It's pretty sick. And then these are cool too. These big totems up here. Even the little designs on these is cool. On the fire. I like this gate. The gate's really cool. Is there anybody here? No. I like these totems too. That's a good one. Yeah. All right. Let's head on down this way. See what we got. We got more harpies, of course. Can't have Mulgore without harpies. They're weird ass nest things. Let's head this way. This is where we used to have all the quillbore. Oh yeah, here's another graveyard, which this one actually just has skull tar in the head. Dude, this is kind of freaky. Look at that. What the heck? Well, let me... Dude, look at that. That is... It just looks like a dried out tar and corpse here, which, like, I guess that is what it's meant to be. It's just kind of freaky. It's like a mummified Taran, you know what I mean? And why are they over here? I feel like it makes sense when they're up in the red rocks and everything like that, but they're just like down here. I don't know. Okay, let's go this way. Maybe they like couldn't make it there, so they just built that for him to honor them or something. That could make some sense. There's the water wells. I did a top 10 water wells with those. This is a camp that I almost died at in Classic WoW. All the knolls obviously updated from the previous. Oh yeah, I did pointless top 10 face. Dude, this is me just like listing off pointless top 10s. I did top 10 faces and objects. That's one of them. There's the beautiful giant sword in the land everybody loves. Then we have the Taran and the Quillbore fighting after the whole newbie area has been taken over by the Quillbore. And it's actually interesting. You got like some leaves, bed leaves, and then like a Kodo skull with spears in it or something. I don't even think I've seen those assets used. Let's see, we got bunch of burned land and the big vines taken over. You can see the moss or the rot in these thorns. Anything under here? Always like checking underwater, you never know. Doesn't look like there's anything too crazy. Okay, let's head over this way. Gee, what's in this hut? Kind of the same stuff. Oh, that's different. What's this thing? It's just like a table. Okay. Cages. They're all fighting. But over here. Oh yeah, we got more of those beds. Gee, what is... I think it's just a bench. Okay. Never mind. And then over here... we've got a bunch of the boars, the armored battle boars. Where am I here? Oh yeah, this is where that guy used to live, I believe, in the newbie area where he'd give you the cougar quest, right? Up here. His house is burned. Damn. All right. And then this is all guarded off by... you got the Thorn Guard. Those are actually pretty cool guardsmen. And then you got Squealer Thorn Mantle. I mean, this newbie area is still intact. So maybe it's not... I thought those people from earlier were from the newbie area. Maybe they weren't.
Well met.
Maybe it was from, like, other parts of the newbie area or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. That's probably what it is. And then we go down here. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the old pathway you used to go around. I think it's... I know the Quillbores are there on the other side. What's on this side? Does it just get cut off by the big Quillbore thingy? Oh yeah, it's just all knocked over. And there's the big mound in the earth with all the trees sticking out there. That's actually pretty cool. I don't know how they did that, though. Did the Quillbore, like, grow the mountain together? Or did the Cataclysm do that? And then they took it? I don't know. How did more land appear? I guess that was my question. I'm no geologist or whatever the word would be. So I'm curious. All the animals still out here. We got this little camp. What is this? Oh, it's more gnolls. And then another cave. This kind of looks like the cave at Dunmurrow with the Wendigo. I'm pretty sure that's probably the same cave. And then here is the... Not here. Over here is the Baeldoon dig site, which is... thing I was looking at earlier. Oh, and they're like all dead in this version? Oh, the agitated earth spirits have taken over. That's pretty cool. I didn't even realize that. So yeah, all these dwarves are just dead here. You know, for agitated earth spirits, they're pretty friendly. None of them are aggro. None of them are red mobs. They're just like walking around like, you know, okay, you know what? They're like, they're agitated, but they're not like hostile. They're like, hey, you know what? I'm pretty upset, but I'm not gonna fight you about it. They already killed all the dwarves. They're like, we got our bloodlust out. We're good. All right, let's head down here to the old Bloodhoof village. Oh, there goes somebody. It's like, what is that? A meteor? I think Bloodhoof village is pretty much the same. Everything looks pretty much the same. They still got that. Yeah, they didn't really change much here. I always like Bloodhoof village. Nice little town or village. I actually don't know the difference between a village and a town. Nice little village. Okay. And then, oh yeah, they still got all the warriors around here. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Still this big thing with the shaman and druid stuff, I believe, in here. Priest as well. Oh yeah, priest. Didn't used to be priest, but now you got Tarn priest. Which I don't know how I feel still. I don't really care that all the races can be all the classes, but it does feel a bit weird for things like that. But I get it. Like, whatever. So then, see, we checked all that. Actually, let me check this little encampment here. I always know. I would check up here, and it looks pretty much the same. Still Venture Co. Still the boxes. That's pretty much exactly the same. It's weird how some places just get completely destroyed by the cataclysm, and other places are just like, no, it's the same. Let me go over here. We got the Thunderhorn water well. The Grim Totem all around. I think it used to be... Did it used to be the Grim Totem? Or it might have been the Venture Co. And I think they swapped some of those for the Grim Totem. Okay. And then I'm pretty sure Thunder Bluff is all the same too. I was going to do a separate type of video for the cities. Because I feel like cities themselves deserve to have an entire video of me kind of paying attention to all the little details and stuff. You know what I mean? Combining them with these. Like for these, I like to just focus on more of the actual zone. That's just kind of how I feel about it. Let's see. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I'm gonna kind of cruise around the upper parts just to see if there's anything I missed. So right here we got this banner. That's a cool banner, like stone mountain banner. We have the Shadow Break Ravine up here. We're in Desolus now. Okay. Let's see. We got some more angry elementals up here. I think up here is where you go chill with Blaine Bloodhoof and get really high. And he's like, the Earth Mother is for the Taran people. And then that's how you get your Taran heritage armor or whatever. I remember doing that. Cruising around. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's the... I think this is like a Lost reference over here, I'm pretty sure. I remember finding this place. That's Feralus. Yeah, it's over in Feralus. Check around here. We're seeing more Feralus up here than Mulgore. Although it's a pretty cool little area. Where is this in Feralus? This is... Oh, the Gorduni area. Okay. Let's keep flying around. I don't think there's anything crazy up here, but you never know. It's worth checking. All right. I turn that off. Just a lot of empty hills and mountains. Oh yeah, we got this little area. This is right above Feralus Mulgore. I believe I put this in a pointless top 10. Oh, I think that this is from Houses in the Middle of Nowhere. That's where I remember this from. Which is it's an older one. It's a few years ago at this point, which is crazy. I've been doing this for a few years at this point. Oh, and then there's some guy just here. Sanajo of Thunderbluff, Redwood Tribe. I mean, this is I think this is the roleplay PvP server I'm on, so I think he's just roleplaying. Oh, and there's somebody else there. They're just having a little fun time. They're just roleplaying at the camp. That's pretty neat. I was like seeing that out in the wild, especially in retail WoW, because that's something where people will be like, "Isn't it in classic WoW nice to see the people just roleplaying and hanging out in the world and stuff?" And it's like, there's people doing that in retail WoW. There's plenty of people still doing that. Also, this is a giant piece of empty land. This might have to go on the pointless top 10. Giant empty space. Like, look at this. This is like an entire zone up here of nothing. Oh my god. What about all the way up here on this thing? I guess I'm in the Barrens right now. I'm not even in Mulgore anymore. I'm just flying around. Okay. Okay, we got all the Quillbore huts up on the walls. I don't know, how do they get up here? I have no idea. Oh, they don't even have roofs that work. Maybe they don't get up here. Maybe they just but they had to build them somehow. I have no idea. Okay. Yeah, that goes around. Over here. We've already been over here, and then I guess up top this way just to see. But aside from that, I think we've pretty much explored Mulgore and found all the things we might have missed in other attempts. This is another big piece of land. And this is like some Mulgore looking land up here. Like, look, the green open plains up on top of the mountains. Like, wow, this is a really nice area. There's a random gazelle up here. Like, I don't know how this gazelle got up here. What are you doing? How did it get all the way up here? Let's go this way. Yeah, that's where we were checking earlier. And then, oh yeah, we're back over here with the rocks and the red rock and the trees and the cave. So there we go. That was a bit of a quicker one because obviously Mulgore, a bit more of a basic zone. I've already seen quite a bit of it, but I was curious just to see if there's anything I hadn't seen. There's actually a few things like just some of the stuff up in the mountains, some of the banners, some of the little doodads all around, especially the gate. I thought the gate's really cool. I might end up putting that in a video at some point. So really cool stuff. And that's going to do it for this episode of Touring Azeroth. So if you want to check out some other ones, I'll put some up on the screen. You go check out. I've done a few of them at this point. Valley of the Four Winds, Winter Spring, and Nagrand, I believe I did. I think that was Nagrand in Outland. So you go check those out. Give a like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff if you want, or don't. It's up to you. So thank you very much for watching. Or you could recommend a new zone for me to go to for the next one, because I keep trying to think of more zones to do for this series. So I want to do like Hinterlands, Arathi Highlands, some of my favorites. I want to do some newer zones too, like newer, like the BFA zones, some of the like Dragonflight Zone, Shadowlands, because I mean, listen, I don't mind going back to Shadowlands, just flying around. I just don't want to do the actual content. You know what I mean? So I'm sure there's plenty of stuff, and they're probably going to take a much longer time to go through than a place like Mulgore. Probably 3 to 4 times the amount of time. We'll see. But let me know in the comments below what you think we should do for future zones, and I'm sure at some point I will get to all of them, hopefully. So thank you very much, and I will see you next time. Okay? Okay. See ya.